Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still in this resistance area. I communicated in the last video. There isn't really much going on here today. Not surprising given it's Saturday, which is typically a quiet day in the market. We're currently looking at a B-wave rally here, possibly. In the last video, I showed you sort of my idea about the micro count. I have to say it's my best guess because these structures morph a lot, especially when we're talking about corrections, but this is still the view. So all I did in the previous video pretty much was to explain the microstructure again and add a micro resistance area, which is defined between 63,173 and 63,599. And for sure, it can go up more directly, but I just want to make sure that it's clear that this here looks very corrective to the upside, as this entire structure actually does. And there's still a chance to test support again. So support area hasn't changed for the last few days. It's still defined between 60,220 and 62,087. And as long as we're holding above support, I'm watching for one more high in wave 3 to possibly here 64,800, maybe 65,814. And then another 4-5 pattern would also be ideal to complete the structure. And this is only, however, intraday. I mean, a lot can happen afterwards. We would have to see if the pullback is corrective then, and we can even go higher. But I will talk about that again tomorrow when we talk about the daily chart again. In my first video today, if you're interested, you can find my assessment of the weekly charts. And on the weekly chart, I talked about how the next bear market could look like. And that gives you all the context you need to know. But tomorrow we are going to cover the daily chart again, where I will talk about, okay, what could happen once we've topped here, but probably not much is going to happen until tomorrow. Okay, so problem with this entire structure to the upside is just it's incredibly messy. Incredibly messy, so we have to be ready for surprises. And the movement to the upside is seen as, an ABC structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave A, then a B wave pullback, and a C wave rally, 1, 2, 3, A, that's A of 3, B of 3, and the C of 3, and then another 4, 5. This is how I see it. All of this is corrective. So the A wave is a leading diagonal, then we had a B wave, and that C wave here could also be an ending diagonal. In addition to that, this is a correction, ABC. And it's not only that we've come up in a corrective rally from the September low. If we zoom out a little bit, no, we've also moved to the upside from the August low in a corrective fashion. So this is also an ABC structure. So essentially I see this as a wave 1 in a bullish scenario. This here could be wave 2. This here could be wave 3. Not long enough yet for a wave 3. And then this is all messy corrective structures. I mean, this is all messy. I mean, this could just be an ABC, right? It's a 3-wave move. And then we break down again. So this is why I said, in my videos when I cover the daily chart, this here at the moment is all corrective. We need 5 waves to get out of this mess. And we essentially need wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. And that would be our wave 1. And then we can add the support area in wave 2. And that would be our setup for 100K. If, however, we don't get these 5 waves, and after the next high, also where we've got these trend lines, it breaks down, that would not mean that 100K is completely out of the, it's off the table. No, it's not off the table. But it means that we have to wait a lot longer. And the risk is that if we break below this support area, so below 43K, then it will take even longer to get to 100K. And it might even open the door to a still unfolding bear market that never finished, or all sorts of other stuff. As long as we're holding sort of 43K, we could still watch for a rally to 100K. But obviously from here now, it dropped down to like 45, 43K. It's massive. It's massive. So the risk is high up here now. Even though in the short term, I'd like it to go a little bit higher, and then the decision will come after we've rallied to round about, I think, let's zoom in again. After we've rallied into this sort of target box there, maybe a little higher, did tell you like 66, 67K. 64,800 is the next target for the third wave. but we could then in the wave 4 and 5 go a little bit higher to 66, 67K, also where the trend line is located. Now, after that rally, that's where the decision moment will come. And because if the next pullback afterwards is not corrective and it's not holding wave 4 support, but breaks down, then it will open the door to like the mid 40K region. So it's been, you know, I've been saying it now for a few days. We're still firmly in the same range that we've been in since March. So Bitcoin hasn't really done much. It is incredibly boring. The stock market is even more interesting at the moment, and it can be very frustrating. However, times will change, okay? And at the moment, we just have to be patient. The levels should all be clear. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.